councils around the region are inviting feedback on their long-term plans, and Hawke's Bay Regional Council is no exception. Here to talk to us is Hiniwai Ormsby, Chair of Hawke's Bay Regional Council. Hiniwai, can you tell us what's involved with Hawke's Bay Regional Council's 3-year plan?
Yeah, kia ora and a warm hello to everyone. Councils do a lot of planning, and this plan sets out our major projects and how we rate over the next 3 years. And normally we look at a forecast of 10 years, but because of the dispensation from the government for councils who were involved in Cyclone Gabrielle and were impacted severely, we only have to focus on a 3-year plan. This 3-year plan really looks at our recovery still and building resilience, particularly with our flood resilience program going forward. The plan proposes an increase of 19.6% and sets out some critical work that we have to do as a region. This includes the delivery of $250 million of flood resilience. It's a program that will see us build flood infrastructure to move categories from 2, so our properties in category 2 to category 1, and that ranges all the way from Wairoa down to Purongaho, so that they can move on with their lives. We also are proposing to bolster funding into emergency management for our region, alongside our TAs, our other councils, especially in the response to Cyclone Gabrielle and the recommendations that came out of the independent review a few months ago. What we're also doing is to contain costs and redirect spending to recovery work. We are proposing to stop and slow down certain activities. We're mindful of the impact of the rates increase on our ratepayers, which is why we've stepped up to allow our Hawke's Bay Regional Investment Arm, HBRIC, to improve returns to ratepayers from our investments. Now, that's been a key part of our investment strategy going forward. So in terms of consultation, we've been out as councillors to our public asking for feedback. And like you say, the consultation process ends this Wednesday at 8 p.m. So we really do encourage people, our community, to give their feedback and have their say.
So why is it important for the public to have their say on this?
Well, this is a plan that is really important, and it's the opportunity for our communities to have their say on significant issues in their communities. And how we run as a regional agency, environmental agency, our councillors, we guide the direction of our council's work, and it's critical that we hear from our people. So we encourage those submissions to get in as fast as possible before Wednesday.
Cool. So council's looking to reduce some debt and some services proposed to be reduced or cut. And these include Hawke's Bay Tourism, the Clean Heat and Sustainable Homes Program, funding of Tamata Park, among quite a few others. What has the public reaction to these proposed cuts been?
Yeah, so our consultation topics, as you've said, there are 3 main topics that we're covering here. And one is we want to hear from our people around how we rate for the share of the flood resilience work that I talked about. That's really important as a topic that we're seeking feedback from. We've had around 350 submissions so far. And all the drop-in sessions that we've heard from, that there is this mixed view around, should we be funding more or less of these consultation topics. But most understand that we're still in recovery, that we want to build resilience going forward. So we are looking at redirecting spending to this recovery work, and it starts to contain the unavoidable cost pressures that we have as council and most councils around the country are facing. We're proposing, like you say, the phase out of funding for Hawke's Bay Tourism with 2 options, and that's given quite a mixed, diverse range of opinions and views on that. So we do encourage for people to still get those views in. Stopping our Clean Heat and Sustainable Homes program is one we've put there because we recognise that other external agencies have better funding rates, for instance, banks. So that's why we're putting the proposal there for our ratepayers. But some actually love that we are the facilitators of that, so want us to keep it. reducing funding to erosion control scheme. Now, a big reason of that is the demand for it is less, and obviously with some of our poles don't have availability because some of our areas were our nurseries were affected by the cyclone. Also, the biosecurity programs and biodiversity programs. We obviously have keeping a lid on where we're looking at investing the next 3 years. That's another topic. And of course, our parks. All our parks we're looking to either defer or looking at lowering the maintenance. And of course, Te Mata Park with our shared funding and the grant that we propose. So really do encourage it's great to have so many people's feedback and understanding of actually what we contribute to in the community. So we need to make a decision at the end of June after we hear from those who want to be heard verbally. So really encourage those when you put in a submission to tick that you want to be heard, and you can come and talk to us for 10 minutes.
Brilliant. So how can people have their say?
Yeah, great. So the easiest way is to go to our Hawke's Bay Regional Council website. You can put in hashtag have your say. You can also drop into any of our offices here in our one here in Napier. There's one in Waipawa and Wairoa also. So we really do encourage those submissions.
And they've got until Wednesday.
And I've got until Wednesday.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, Hiniwai.
Thank you. Kia ora.
Kia ora.